Hello everyone, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Black IC playing with Jeremy. We are at the end of this wonderful campaign. We are in the year 1981, and the last nation remained to be taken out of this game, or to force it to become a puppet or something like that, is Saudi Arabia. Actually, there are other nations, some small nations, but we're not going to attack them because we have a great relationship with them, so we're not going to attack them just like that. And it's just a matter of time until Saudi Arabia is gonna fall. We have sent here some armies. This is just an important thing to do. Two new assembled armies. One is led by General Kleinheisterkamp Matthias, and the other one by General Thomas Wilhelm Ritter von Thomas. Anyway, they did a great job, and very soon they're gonna take Riyadh, which is right here, capital of Saudi Arabia, and then the game is gonna be over. The campaign is gonna be over. They still have a lot of divisions, of course, but they are like under attack from like everywhere. And we're still having the air support. We're having here the 2nd SS Panzer IV Division Type 1, which is absolutely great. And has a lot of experience, trained level 1, experience level 6 actually. The best would be this one, regular 1, level 11, and which is the one that we have from Americans. With 5,000 men, of course, and a lot of panzers, with some infantry equipment, some SS-filled uniforms, and so on. Here, the British are also attacking, and they have full air support here against this militia region. They have wiped it out, I think. And very soon we're gonna approach. There are still a lot of divisions that are trying to make it through in the Arabian desert, but it's almost impossible to move here. This is something that it is understandable, to say the least. So we don't have too many divisions assigned to attack and take Riyadh. Of course, the British are also sending their own. And let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see how many divisions they have. Actually, 229. They're just recruiting like 5 or 10 divisions per day or something like that. Because they do have also a huge manpower. So again, it was no problem here to take it. The British are still attacking with this infantry division, and they have, like I said, no problem taking it. They are supported by some air force, which is not that big, but very efficient anyway. Here's our new assembled army with this Korean infantry division. Some updated infantry equipment. This is very good. Also with sniper weapons. Let's see if we're doing better with the sniper weapon, because last time we really had a huge shortage of it. So let's see how we're doing right now, actually. And let's see if we actually have infantry tanks anymore. No, we don't. Or maybe here, down under. Now we have a lot of medium tanks and light tanks from the Russians, that we captured from the Russians, I think. No, actually we captured this from Americans. The Americans are having an extraordinary number of tanks because they also recruited very few divisions, and we also have a lot of light tanks and heavy tanks from Russia, like 40,000, 50,000, something like that. Yeah, because Americans simply had an incredible, and they still have an incredible industry. They're also recruiting now a lot of divisions. So I don't see that. Let's check again about sniper weapons. Oh yes, we still have minus 1.8 million. This is a huge shortage of them. Can definitely need more equipment. Our manpower is still going, which is good, and we're also still recruiting a lot of divisions, as you can see here, such as American Tank Battalion and Russian Tank Battalion, some SS Division, Militia Division, and many other type of tanks and so on. It's going to require some manpower. Regarding factories, we're not building anything, we're just repairing some stuff here. And regarding dockyards, we're almost done with recruiting some ships. We're still having like 55 submarines and so on, 81 cruisers and so on. But we're gonna come to an end here, and we're also producing a lot of this stuff. Let's check again with sniper weapons. I think we could actually produce a little bit more in order to. Although it says here that we have actually a lot. I don't think that we're producing the right thing here. Wait a minute. This is important. I really want to check it, and I really want to address it correctly. So let's see. What do we have here? Sniper section. It should be this one, I guess. Sniper. This is just sniper. Sniper team. Yeah, this is the one here. That's right. But actually, we do have a shortage of 1.8 here. This is correct. So we're just gonna produce it. Let's just produce maximum of it. This is gonna mean, of course, we don't have maximum rendement or maximum efficiency. If I'm not wrong, we have production efficiency of 33%. That is increasing. It's being increased actually, but production efficiency kept this one at 19%. So this is okay. We're gonna have more. We're just gonna have to wait a little bit, and soon we're gonna have our stock full again of this sniper equipment or something like that. Anyway, so now the Saudi Arabians are encircled. The only thing that I can do is just to wait a little bit and then give a huge strike and take them out. Such as, for example, here, where we could advance even furthermore without any problem at all, actually. Until we're gonna simply encircle them in their capital and we're gonna completely take them out. We could also attack, like here, with this American tank brigade. That's right, it was a piece of cake. This American tank brigade, let's see it again. With 20,000 Americans, unit of spirit. So, no base national unit, very strong. Yeah, like I said, this American division with like 20,000 men, which is really huge with M41, Walker Bulldog, M2 light tanks. Or a sniper. Right. So, yeah, let's just keep attacking. The British are, no, actually, our whole army is attacking. They also have this terrible general here, which gives them a huge handicap. Right, now let's advance here. Yeah, so very soon they're gonna be encircled here. Although they still have a lot of divisions, but it doesn't matter because they're gonna be destroyed anyway. Unfortunately, we're taking a huge attrition here. I think we should take our divisions out of there. And there are also the British with a lot of divisions, which... Well, whatever, I'm not sure if they're gonna attack or something. We're gonna see. So the last battles of this great campaign are taking place in Arabia. Of course, like I said, I could attack these nations as well, that wouldn't be a problem. Such as Yemen, which have a huge number of troops. Or, for example, Ireland, which has no division actually. Or we could also attack Brazil. But I'm not gonna attack them, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Because they provide us with a lot of troops and they also send volunteers in battle against allies. They were against allies actually. So that's why I'm not gonna attack them. Now let's try to reduce the amount of attrition that we're taking here with these troops. And let's just, you know, send them somewhere else, not sure where actually.
Der dauernd behauptet, dass andere Staaten versuchten, sich in amerikanische Angelegenheiten einzumischen und auf die Aufrechterhaltung der Monroe-Doktrin pochen.
This is them actually in La Paz, because the Bolivian capital, they shouldn't take that huge amount of attrition here, I guess.
Und zweitens, selbst wenn er sie verstünde und die geschichtlichen Hergänge begriffe, hätte er ebenso wenig das Recht, sich den mitteleuropäischen Raum zu bekümmern, wie etwa das deutsche Staatsland.
Uruguayans are already having a lot of militia divisions. They are a puppet state of Italy. So like I said, I'm not going to attack Brazil, that's for sure. Okay, now let's see Italy and other states, how many divisions they have still. So the British are having 245. Belgium 45, and Italians, Italy. My god, almost 700, this is so sick. Right, let's see how many divisions the Russians have. Actually, these guys, the German guys, whatever, they have 0, whatever, they don't have it. This guys here, Pakistani, are having 2 divisions. Understand? The Chinese, they're having 22 divisions, that's good. Dominican Republic sent 72 divisions, now it's not this. And the Americans are having already 126, and this guys, the Russians, 160. They're just stable, at least. And Japanese, perhaps only 6. They're not increasing the number of troops. This guy's here, 60. Very interesting.
Sie lehnte es ab, mit ihren Söhnen in einer Welt leben zu wollen, wie wir sie besitzen.
Some in the Chinese, in the Chinese army or militias. Okay, so I was just looking to see if we have any other divisions that might take attrition, and we do have. Send them out.
Dass nunmehr das Waffenausfuhrverbot aufgehoben wird, und zwar zugunsten einer einseitigen Belieferung der Gegner Deutschlands. Er beginnt dann so ähnlich wie in Ostasien mit China auch hier über den Umweg einer wirtschaftlichen Verflechtung eine früher oder später wirksam werdende Interessengemeinschaft herzustellen. Durch im selben Monat erkennt er einen Haufen von polnischen Emigranten als sogenannte Exilregierung an, die ein einziges politisches Fundament der Babylonien von Warschau mitgenommener polnischer Goldstücke gewesen ist.
So in this capital.
Geht er weiter und verfügt nun eine Sperrung der norwegischen und dänischen Guthaben mit dem verlorenen Vorwand, einen deutschen Zugriff dazu zu verhindern, obwohl ihm genau bekannt ist, dass zum Beispiel die dänische Regierung in ihrer Vermögensverwaltung von Deutschen überhaupt nicht beachtet, geschweige denn kontrolliert wird.
Okay, gut.
Zu den verschiedenen Exilregierungen wird nun weiter von ihm auch noch eine norwegische anerkannt. Schon am 15. Mai 40.
Oh my god, we have too many troops here. Of course they're taking the troops.
Ebenso tritt eine Sperrung der holländischen und belgischen Guthaben ein. Allein die wahre Gesinnung dieses Mannes enthüllt erst einem Telegramm vom 15. Juni an der französischen Ministerpräsidenten Renault. Er teilt ihm mit, dass die amerikanische Regierung die Hilfeleistungen an Frankreich verdoppeln wird, vorausgesetzt, dass Frankreich den Krieg gegen Deutschland fortsetzt. Um diesen Wunsch nach Kriegsverlängerung noch besonders Nachdruck zu geben, gibt er die Erklärung ab, dass die amerikanische Regierung die Ergebnisse
that is a capital. Now, let's give the final attack and let's take it out.
nicht anerkennen werde.
Actually,
Ich
not yet.
brauche Ihnen nicht zu versichern, meine Herren Abgeordneten, dass es jeder deutschen Regierung endlich gleichgültig ist, ob der Präsident der Vereinigten Staaten eine Grenze
They're not gonna make it. Oh, and we have such a huge air support, as you can see here, 172. They have 26 divisions, of course, but we have in 24, so it's like equal number of forces at least. And we're attacking with a lot of British and American divisions as well as German divisions. So they're out.
der vom Frieden heuchelt und ewig nur zum Kriege hetzt. Denn nun überfällt ihn die Angst,
Then it's all over.
dass im Falle des
Game over.
Zusammenkommens eines europäischen Friedens die Milliardenvergeudung seiner
First division to arrive here will be this 12th Panzer Division 1943, I think. I just wanted to see if producing any new type of tank division, Panzer 1978, would do. And we could also upgrade it a little bit with some other SS Panzer Battalion, Armor Battalion series. Two type of medium tanks. One is Russian and one is American. No, actually one is American and another one is British. So we're just gonna simply annex the whole outside rated because this is more territory and why not close to it. So this is gonna become, to say the least, German territory. In November 1951, so yeah, also annexed some equipment and so on. Now, the thing is that we should take our troops out of here because they are taking an incredible lot of attrition, as you can see. So, let's send them out of here, like I said. Let's send them first of all these troops in this territory, and then I'm gonna address other troops, and I'm gonna send them somewhere else because they're taking an incredible number of attrition. Yeah. So it's all over. Like I said, I'm not gonna attack anyone. We could, of course, deploy some more troops, that's for sure. Because we have anyway a lot. Gegen das soziale Deutschland auch noch die Absicht mitspielt, das britische Empire in der Stunde des Verfalls möglichst sicher und gefahrlos übernehmen zu können. So, given to this guy that is right here in Britain, England nicht mehr in der Lage ist, mit barem Geld amerikanische Lieferungen bezahlen zu können, presst er dem amerikanischen Volk das Pachtleihgesetz auf. Als Präsident erhält nun right, Monstein, which is right here. Although we're not going to use these troops, I mean. Actually,
Die Verteidigung hat uns nicht der Russe abgezwungen, sondern nur 38 und 40 und 42 und zum Teil 45 Grad Kälte war es. Und in dieser Kälte der kann
good.
Truppe,
No, just gonna
die
need
das von sich aus
one
nicht
each.
gewohnt ist, zunächst zu wenig kämpfen, als sie in der Glut hinter der Wüste gewissen Lohne bekämpfen.
Virginia also have lost a troop here after we annexed New Zealand. But like I said, we're just not gonna need this troops anymore. This guy as well, after invasion of Dominican Republic. And we're still having a lot of attrition. Let's send these troops. And here we're also having some, yeah, whatever, let's send them here. This is a very small attrition, but we're still losing men because of this attrition that we're taking here. Let's see. Oh, this one is an army in Germany. German army. That's it. We have replenished our armies. We're ready to attack again. But there is no one left to attack. What do we have here? This is the second SS Totenkopfverbände with a lot of equipment actually. Shooting a lot of equipment from a lot of American equipment. So I'm just gonna wait now until we're gonna have more manpower, and because yeah, the production and the recruitment of new troops is just illogical right now. So we should stop it. So let's stop it. First of all, this one is gonna be over. So there's these divisions. just bring this production to an end. Bring this Soviet
Meine
tanks.
deutschen Volksgenossen und Genossinnen, Parteigenossen.
Right. Because we really don't need any more. I mean, we have already so many divisions, and we have
Rund 20 Jahren vor seine alte
also
Anhängerschaft
a lot of
hinfinden kann.
puppet states, one of the biggest in the war, such as Russia, from which we could take a lot of other divisions, just in case we would need them, such as this
Keine Redigierungen vorzunehmen
two Russian
Die heutige
infantry divisions
Zusammenkunft
with
erinnert uns aber
15,000
vor
men,
allem an
with some light tanks and so on.
jenen Abend, den wir noch in dem früheren Saal feiern konnten vor 10
So
Jahren.
we're just not gonna need it. Alright, and what do we have here?
Erinnert uns deshalb daran,
Just a lot of
weil wir
unassigned
damals auch
divisions,
mitten in einem sehr
missing,
schweren Kampf
missing
standen.
infantry, missing
Der
equipment
Kampf
production,
um die
really.
Machtübernahme in
Yeah, but we
Deutschland
actually don't need anymore
war ja
because we have a
genauso
lot.
schicksalsentscheidend als der Kampf, den wir heute
Also
führen.
additional factories.
Im ganzen
And
Umfang
like I
ist
said,
uns das erst im
there is
letzten Jahr
nothing
bewusst
else
geworden.
left to do here in this game. We
Denn wenn
cannot
im Jahre
dismantle this faction.
1933
If we wanna
der Sieg
change
nicht erfochten
something, we
worden wäre,
cannot.
dann
Also
wäre
population,
Deutschland geblieben, was es war.
independence,
Das
start
heißt, ein
lend-lease,
machtloses
press
Staat
forces, so on.
mit einer
Um,
Armee.
we cannot annex any more nations, to say the least. Now we have Saudi Arabia, which is a very rich region. You can take a look here what Saudi Arabia brought us.
Und in derselben
There's a lot
Zeit
of resources,
hat sich
first
bereits
of
im
all, most
Osten
of
ein
all. As you can
Koloss
see, a lot of
aufgetan.
oil
Nur
and many
einen
other
einzigen
resources.
Gedanken im Auge behaltend, über dieses schwache, faule, defätistische und in sich zerrissene Europa herzufallen. Und wenn damals dieser Kampf nicht erfolgreich
Yeah, we already
ausgegangen
have
sein würde, dann wäre die
better
Macht
situation with
nicht in der
sniper team.
Weltgeschichte eingetreten, die allein geeignet sein konnte,
There's,
diese Gefahr nun
oh, wait a minute.
entgegenzutreten.
Wait a minute,
Heute
suddenly we
wissen
need
wir,
field
dass es
uniforms.
wahrscheinlich ein Europa nicht mehr geben
This is
würde.
because of attrition, I guess, because the attrition here is
So
insane.
ist der Kampf, den wir damals führten,
Yeah, they should all
nur
get
scheinbar
out of
ein
here.
Kampf im Inneren um die Macht gewesen.
Right
In
here.
Wirklichkeit war es
And we
doch
should
ein
produce
Kampf
more,
bereits
although
damals
this is just
um die
nothing. I mean,
Erhaltung
this is
Deutschlands und im weitesten
absolut-
Sinn des Wortes um die Haltung Europas.
absolute.
Ich
So let's produce more
beunruhige
asses.
jeden
In fact, I'm
Deutschen,
gonna upgrade them first.
der heute im Osten
I can
kämpft
just
und der nun zurückkehrt. Und ich kann an jeden die Frage richten. Sehen
This
Sie
is the
sich unsere
uniforms. Actually,
Einrichtungen an. Vergleichen Sie unsere
no, it's
Heimstätten,
actually
vergleichen
field
Sie
uniforms.
unsere
Just
Kolonien, die wir bauen. Vergleichen
normal
Sie unsere
field
sozialen
uniforms.
Einrichtungen mit dem, was Sie nun drüben gesehen
what we
haben.
kinda need.
Vergleichen Sie das Schicksal und das Los des deutschen Bauern mit dem des Loses dieses
gonna be a
russischen
really-
Bauern. Vergleichen Sie das, mein lieber Freund, und dann sagen Sie mir nun Ihr Urteil. Wer hat es besser gemacht und vor allem, wer hat es ehrlicher gemeint? Es ist noch gar keiner zurückgekehrt, der eine andere Auffassung
Actually,
hätte
we're
äußern
not even
können als
producing
Sie,
any.
dass, wenn überhaupt, ein sozialistischer Staat irgendwo in der
Oh, we
Verwirklichung
are.
begriffen war, dass das
No, I don't-
dann
I
nur
don't- I don't
in
think-
Deutschland allein geschah. Das
No,
ist auch
we're actually
ein
not
Grund,
producing
warum
any
diese
anymore
andere
field
Welt,
uniforms.
so gerne sie besonders die
But
kapitalistischen
like that's
Interessen
suddenly
vertritt,
minus 2
gegen
million.
uns vorgeht.
This is just too much.
Es ist ein Konzern, der sie auch heute noch anmaßt, die Welt nach
Also need
seinen
many other
privaten
airplanes, but
politischen
doesn't
Interessen
matter.
regieren,
So let's just produce some field
und
uniforms.
letztendlich
I didn't really
auch bald
expect to
regieren
have
zu können.
such a
Wenn
huge
zum Beispiel vor
shortage
wenigen
of it.
Tagen ein richtiger snopistischer, parfümierter Bengel wie dieser Mr. Eden erklärt, wir Engländer,
Yeah, this is the one, yeah? Yeah, so let's just upgrade them.
wir Engländer
just
haben eine
more.
Erfahrung im
Oh, wait a minute.
Regieren.
We're
Kann
gonna
man nur
need some
sagen,
more.
im Regieren,
M44 field
im
uniforms, one.
Ausbeuten, im Ausplündern. Was heißt die Erfahrung im Regieren, wenn in einem Land, das selber mit 46 Millionen Menschen 40
Ja,
Millionen
kann also nicht.
Quadratkilometer der ganzen Erde korrigiert, bei
A lot.
Kriegsbeginn 2,5 Millionen
Right,
Erwerbslose
so problem
sind? Wo ist
resolved.
hier die
Problem
Kunst
solved.
des Regierens oder gar die Kunst des Führens?
And sniper section with us.
Es ist nur die Gewissenlosigkeit des Ausbeutens Und wenn dieser selbe Mann dann sagt, wir haben einen feinen Instinkt für ideelle und für materielle Werte, jawohl, dann haben Sie. Die ideellen Werte haben Sie überall zerstört und die materiellen Werte haben Sie geklaut, sich angeeignet.
The attrition here is insane. And it's gonna also take a lot until we can be able to move from here.
Nein, meine Freunde,
10 divisions will just
regieren können
out.
Sie nicht.
There's
Sie können nur die
actually some...
Völker sie
Wait a minute.
unterwerfen und dann verelenden lassen.
Some infrastructure. This is gonna be the most... Oh yeah, because there is no
Und wenn nun
infrastructure.
erst gar dieser Oberstrolch, ich kann ihn nicht anders bezeichnen, von Roosevelt kommt und erklärt, sie müssten durch amerikanische Methoden Europa retten, dann kann ich nur sagen, der Herr hätte gefälligst sein eigenes Land retten können oder retten sollen, dann hätte er gar nicht den Krieg
This is some
gehen brauchen
naval
müssen.
base.
Es wäre für ihn zweckmäßig gewesen, seine 13 Millionen Erwerbslosen zu beseitigen, als die Welt in einen Krieg zu stürzen. Aber er tat es ja, weil er mit seinen inneren Problemen nicht fertig wurde und weil er genauso wie seine britischen Verbündeten auf Raub
Now we're gonna
ausging,
use,
in der
make small
Erkenntnis
use
nicht
of
nur der
our
ideellen, sondern vor allem der materiellen Werte. Denn ideelle
factories. We
Werte
also have a
außer
lot.
Jets und ähnlichem Zeug kennt der Roosevelt zu wenig als ein Engländer. Aus dieser Regierungskunst unserer Gegner und den grauenhaften Folgen in unserem demokratischen Deutschland ist die nationalsozialistische Bewegung allmählich entstanden. Hätten Sie nämlich Deutschland wirklich damals glücklich gemacht,
No, we're not taking any
hätten wir ja
attrition
gar
here
keine
anymore, which is
Veranlassung und
good.
hätte
Here
ich
also
keinen
nice.
Grund
This thing with
besessen.
attrition is very well organized and I think it's going good. Now, let's check again our units and see what can we do so we wouldn't take any further attrition. For example, this army here of General Schorner Ferdinand is right here right now, South America, and is not taking any attrition anymore. Because these troops are being very well organized.
Ich bin damals
So,
herumgepilgert,
now this guy
kreuz und
here,
quer durch die deutschen Lande, von oben nach unten und von Osten nach Westen und habe mich abgerackert,
is also not taking
nur
any attrition.
mein Volk wieder
Most of
aus
these
dieser
troops are in
Not zu
England.
erlösen,
England
der
has a lot
diese
of infrastructure
des internationalen
and
Kapitals
everything seems to
gestürzt
be
hat.
okay.
Diese Verschwörung damals von Juden und Kapitalisten und
Here also
Bolschewisten,
seem to be okay.
diese
In America, of
Verschwörung,
course,
die
in
wollten
the
wir
USA.
beseitigen.
Best
Und wir
infrastructure in
haben
the
sie
world.
endlich auch
Now,
beseitigt.
General Rommel
Kaum war sie
in
beseitigt, da begann die
Central
andere Welt
America
sofort
also
wieder
seem to do a great job.
mit ihrer Einkreisung. Damals war es das
You
kaiserliche
don't need any
Deutschland,
more
jetzt ist es
infrastructure.
das nationalsozialistische. Damals war
Then
es
is
der
Mancha,
Kaiser, jetzt
which
bin ich es.
is troops right here, but it also seems that he's not taking any attrition as well.
Das damalige Deutschland war
Actually,
theoretisch
it does.
kaiserlich, praktisch vollständig in sich zerfallen.
But the troops are still moving.
Der Kaiser
die Schütze
von
stehen
damals war ein Mann, dem jede Stärke im Widerstand gegen diese Feinde abgibt.
Where's this guy in New
Wir haben sie
Zealand?
nun aber einen Gegner gegenüber, der an das Wort kapitulieren überhaupt gar nicht denkt.
And this guy here is also great. He's doing a great job. We're already in 1982. Doesn't matter. Then there is the guy here in Denmark.
Es war immer schon, seit ich ein Knabe war, damals vielleicht eine Unart, aber im Großen doch vielleicht eine Tugend, meine Angewohnheit, das letzte Wort zu behalten. Und alle diese Gegner
This
können
guy is in
überzeugt sein,
southern France
dass
here.
Deutschland von einst hat um 3/4 die Waffen niedergelegt.
Then the Army 11 of
Ich habe
Witzleben
grundsätzlich immer erst
in
5
Estonia.
Minuten nach 12
Also no
aufgehört.
attrition. And from January Army 12 also doesn't have no
Ich
attrition
weiß
at all
ganz genau,
because
dass
it's stationed in
der Kampf ein
Indochina.
sehr schwerer ist. Denn das ist vielleicht auch der
The
Unterschied
huge army of Kluge,
zwischen
Günther
mir
von
und
Kluge,
sagen wir einem Mann
which
wie
is
Churchill.
still
Churchill
taking
sagte,
some attrition, if I'm not wrong.
wir hätten, der Reichsmarschall und ich, in der letzten Zeit weinerliche Reden gehalten.
Or maybe not.
Ich weiß nicht, also wenn ich einem eine
No,
links
doesn't
und
seem so,
rechts
actually. No
hineinschlage und
attrition
der sagt
anymore.
dann,
Das ist absoluter Defätismus.
Perfect.
Dann kann man sich damit nicht unterhalten.
Then these guys here really have a lot of problems. So let's send them out of here, such as this division. Send it right here. I'm
Mir
not sure why
ist
cannot be
seit
sent.
dem Jahr 1939 überhaupt nicht weinerlich zumute. Ich war allerdings vorher sehr traurig, denn ich habe ja alles getan, um den Krieg zu vermeiden. In diesen Tagen, da hat
Yeah, they send them here
Sven
first.
Hedin ein Buch herausgegeben, in dem er
Here they're not taking the
dankenswerterweise
nutrition more,
mein
but
damals den Engländern übermitteltes Angebot
these guys are in Saudi Arabia, of course, they take nutrition.
wortwörtlich nun zitiert.
These guys
Ich muss
are just
sagen,
okay, they are in
ich
Germany.
habe eigentlich ein Frösteln gefühlt, als ich nun dieses
These guys are
Angebot
also okay, they are,
wieder
I think, also in
durchgelesen habe.
Germany.
Und ich kann
And
nur,
these guys here, they are
bevor sie
taking
uns
a
danken,
lot of nutrition
dass
because
sie
they are in
das
Saudi
alles
Arabia, but they're gonna be okay. And I will
Dann
also
auch
create some
aus
new
dem, was ich
armies
seitdem nun
here,
weiß,
except for the thing that we're having
denn
very small
wenn
territory here
damals
in
dieses
Romania.
Angebot angenommen worden wäre, dann wäre wohl Danzig deutsch, aber im Übrigen wäre alles beim Alten geblieben. Wir hätten uns unseren sozialen Aufgaben gewidmet, wir hätten gearbeitet,
Now, take a
wir
look
hätten
how
unsere
much
Städte
experience this one
verschönert,
has.
wir hätten Wohnungen
Level
gebaut,
19.
wir hätten unsere Straßen in Ordnung gebracht, wir hätten Schulen eingerichtet, wir hätten einen richtigen
Structure
nationalsozialistischen
59.
Staat aufgebaut.
Have sunk. How many ships have sunk? 47 enemy ships. Okay, this is extraordinary. This is the battleship, followed by a lot of heavy
Zum
cruisers.
ersten Mal begehen wir den Heldengedenktag unseres Volkes in diesem Raume. Die Verlegung der Frist fand statt, weil ich glaubte, erst jetzt die Stätten meiner Arbeit und
Yeah,
die ich
we also
verloren
have a lot of
gebunden
ships.
war,
I can take a look
mit
here,
ruhigem
for example.
Gewissen verlassen zu können.
This German Reich fought of
Dem
72 with
Opferheldentum unserer Soldaten vor Ostfront
86 ships, 60 submarines and 26 cruisers
die das deutsche
patrolling
Heer
around, yeah.
durch ein unverdientes Schicksal gestürzt worden war, zu überwinden.
Then
Die Front zu stabilisieren. und jene
in Danzig
Maßnahmen
there is also a
einzuleiten,
submarine
die in
fodder,
zurückliegenden Monaten wieder
but
den
we're just gonna
Erfolg
wait
des endgültigen
until
Sieges sichern sollen.
we're gonna have more ships and then we're gonna
Dass wir
assign
unter
a
diesen
new commander
Umständen
here.
verantwortet werden
Actually, let's
kann,
assign it right
die
now.
nunmehr seit vielen Monaten bestehende Urlaubssperre
Very
mit dem
tough.
heutigen Tage aufzuheben, um in
And
den kommenden Monaten in
Good.
steigendem Maße unsere
let's see what else do we
braven
have here
Männer
regarding
wieder
ships
in der
and
Heimat
so on.
zu erwiesen, macht es auch mir
Yeah, another
wesentlich
one
leichter,
here.
am heutigen Tage hier zu sein.
Also full of destroyers and light cruisers.
Wenn
Let's
es
also
noch notwendig
recruit a new
gewesen
commander
wäre,
here.
von unserem Volk den ganzen Ernst, diese gigantischen Auseinandersetzungen zu Lande, auf den Meeren und in der
Not
Luft,
sure what just happened.
auf Leben
Yeah,
und
right.
auf Tod
There's
zu erläutern,
Admiral Gerhard
hat vor allem
Duttmann.
der
We have no
zurückliegende Winter
less
auf die letzten Zweifel
political
darüber
power,
beseitigt.
but it's still okay.
Die Steppen des Ostens haben noch einmal ihre Millionen Massen, die gegen Europa wälzen lassen. Vorwärts gepeitscht.
So the France, we still have a huge fleet of submarines here.
Organisiert, an ihnen profitiert und damit gerade im heutigen Zeitalter kapitalistische Interessen und bolschewistische
As well as here in
dienen lässt.
Denmark.
Die Gefahr einer Überrennung des ältesten Kulturkontinents der Welt in diesem Winter war, bleibt der Darstellung der späteren Geschichtsforschung überlassen. Dass sie nunmehr gebrochen und damit von Europa abgewendet wurde, ist das unvergängliche Verdienst jener Soldaten, deren wir heute gedenken. Aber schon der Blick in die gigantischen Vorbereitungen, die der Bolschewismus zur Vernichtung
So we do have
unserer Welt
indeed
getroffen hat,
absolutely enormous armies, I have to say. Our manpower is also being increased a lot. Soon we can have, we're not gonna recruit any more troops, because we don't need them, because we have so many troops here, so many armies. We're not gonna need more units. For example, let's create a new army.
eine Rüstungsbeschränkung den sofortigen Wiederaufbau der deutschen Wehrmacht eingeleitet haben würde. Denn das Weimarer Deutschland, unserer zentrumerisch-marxistisch-demokratischen Parteienwirtschaft, wäre durch diesen Ansturm innerhalb
20 units.
hinweggefegt worden wie Spreu vor einem Orkan. Immer klarer erkennen wir, dass die Auseinandersetzung, in der sich seit dem Ersten Weltkrieg Deutschland und Europa befinden,
This guy,
allmählich den Charakter
General
eines
Schweppenburg, little guy from Schweppenburg, is gonna
Ereignissen der Vergangenheit
deal with this army, which is, I don't know, somewhere in the whole world.
erbarmungsloser Krieg wurde uns von dem ewigen Judentum aufgezwungen.
A lot of panzers, you can take a look here.
Und Grenzen Europas Elementen der Zerstörung
I have
Einhalt zu gebieten
43
vermöchte.
Panzer Division with
Kontinent
25,000
das
men.
einzige Ruinenfeld
We
verwandeln würde.
might also have the possibility to
Aber nicht
upgrade some of our
verbrannte
divisions
Städte wären
now that we have
das,
some
zerstörte
experience,
Kulturdenkmäler,
just very
die
few
als schlimmste
experience.
Folge dieses Kampfes dann übrig blieben, sondern die bestialisch niedergemetzelten Menschenmassen, die diese innerasiatischen Flut genauso zum Opfer fallen würden, wie es in der Zeit der Hunnen- und Mongolenstürme einst schon der Fall war.
So much field
Die
uniforms.
mit ihm verbündeten Soldaten heute im
Right.
Osten
If we're
beschirmen,
gonna take a look here regarding
nicht das
field
steinerne
uniforms, we
Antlitz
should
unseres
have
sozialen und
actually more
geistigen Gesprächs
now that we are
Kontinents,
producing so much.
sondern es sind die
And
ewigen
we
menschlichen
should have also
Instanzen,
from conquered
denen seit
states,
grauen
so
Vorzeiten alle Werte ausgegangen sind, die nicht in Europa und Amerika, sondern darüber noch weit hinaus der menschlichen Kultur überhaupt
we should also
ihren
have
heutigen
more
Ausdruck geben.
sniper things here,
Neben dieser aus dem Osten drohenden Bild der Barbarei
sniper weapons.
leben wir nicht weniger die satanische Zerstörungswut des mit ihm verbundenen sogenannten Westens.
But we could
Die
actually
Kriegsziele
create new
unserer Feinde
armies,
sind uns aus zahllosen Publikationen, Reden und offenen Forderungen bekannt.
so let's field
Das Geschwätz einer Atlantikcharta wiegt dagegen genauso viel wie die einstigen 14 Punkte Wilsons gegenüber der dann gekommenen
18
realen
divisions, das wird-
Gestaltung des Versailler Diktats. So wie der Kriegshälter Churchill in der parlamentarischen
The
englischen
General
Demokratie
Walter
als
Nering,
1936 nun nicht verantwortliche
the
Leiter
Panzer leader,
Großbritanniens war. Mit seinem Ausspruch, dass Deutschland wieder vernichtet werden müsste,
it's a lot of
kommenden
American divisions
Entwicklungen
actually.
den Weg gewiesen hat, so projektieren in diesen gleichen Demokratien die Elemente der jetzigen Friedensforderungen schon heute den von ihnen angestrebten Zustand Europas nach dem Kriege. Und ihre
Yeah, we
Ziele
can create
decken
actually
sich
even more,
vollständig mit den
let's
uns
do it.
nicht nur bekannten, sondern erlebten Demonstrationen ihrer bolschewistischen Verbündeten. Ausrottung aller nationalbewussten kontinentalen Völker und an der Spitze unseres eigenen Deutschen. Ob dabei englische oder amerikanische Blätter,
17
Parlamentarier,
divisions. Oh no, we
Volksrechte
cannot
und
create.
Verraten
Oh
als
yes, actually
Kriegsziel,
here.
die Zerstörung des Reiches, die Wegnahme der Kinder unseres Volkes, die Sterilisierung der männlichen Jugend und so weiter. Als
General
erstes
Krieger.
oder ob der Bolschewismus kurzerhand die Abschlachtung ganzer Völkerschaften von Männern, Frauen und Kindern in der Praxis betreibt, ist
So what's
ein und
interesting that this
dasselbe.
guy has here is
Wenn die letzte
this
treibende Kraft
Panzer
ohnehin
Division
der ewige
1978 is
Hass
what it
jener
has.
Rasse,
Only
die seit
2,000
Jahrtausenden als
men
wahre
with
Gott
some
entgeiselte Völker so
cruiser
lange
tanks
beschäftigt,
from
diese in Zeiten der Selbstbesinnung
United
ihrer Peiniger
Kingdom,
wieder
some
erwehren.
Panzer 1, Panzer 2,
Spreche dies nicht
4
aus für
heavy
das deutsche
tanks,
Volk.
tank radius,
Es
and
braucht
medium
heute
tanks
keines
from
Zuspruchs in seiner
Tibet.
moralischen Haltung.
Actually, they are American
Die
tanks.
Front beweist ihr stilles Heldendum seit über 1000 Tagen.
Very interesting.
Ihr zur Seite steht heute die deutsche Heimat,
Now, this front line has
die
so many
in großen
divisions.
Teilen
This
des
is
Reiches
insane.
Kriegsgebiet geworden ist.
So let's send them another
Nicht nur, dass
division
die
of militia,
Arbeiter
for
und
example.
Schatten unseren Soldaten die Waffen liefert. Nein, sie ist gezwungen, ihren eigenen Kampf zu kämpfen. Und im Erdulden und Ertragen der feindlichen Zerstörungswut wachsen Frauen, ja Kinder empor zu einem Heldendum, das sich oft in nichts mehr von dem an vielen
And
Stellen der
somehow we have
unterscheidet.
more factories here. Yes, because many of them are damaged or being repaired right now.
Hat zu
So,
allen Zeiten nur der das Recht, der sich vor ihnen nicht zu schämen braucht.
and very soon we can have even more military factories. Of course, we don't need like 441 and 221 naval broadcasters. Like I said, we don't need.
Und Genossinnen,
Also we're using a lot of sniper team.
von der schweren Last,
Ja.
der seit langer Zeit auf uns
You see, maybe we can create, and let's actually
sehen
create a
nun den
new
Augenblick
army.
gekommen, um wieder zum deutschen Volk sprechen zu können. Der eingetretene Zusammenbruch Italiens war längst vorauszusehen. Nicht infolge des Fehlens geeigneter italienischer Möglichkeiten zu einer wirkungsvollen Verteidigung oder des Ausbleibens der erforderlichen deutschen Hilfe,
17
als vielmehr
divisions.
infolge des Versagens oder besser des Nichtwollens derjenigen Elemente, die nunmehr als Abschluss ihrer planmäßigen Sabotage die Kapitulation veranlassen.
Durham's
Denn nur was
Reinhardt.
diese Männer schon seit Jahren anstrebten, wurde jetzt
There's some
vollzogen.
Australian divisions. This way they have 13,000 men.
Von dem die Italien
Infantry
verbündeten
guns,
deutschen
infantry
Reich
equipment
zu den
from
gemeinsamen
all
Feinden.
conquered nations. Right.
Deutsche Volksgenossen,
Let's send another
Genossinnen.
Bulgarian division here. The Bulgarians have supplied us with so many divisions.
Als Führer der stärksten Partei
I
vor
can
12
take a look
Jahren, der
what they
verewigte
have.
Reichspräsident von Hindenburg, mit der Kanzlerschaft betraute, im Inneren vor der gleichen Situation die heute in weltpolitischer Hinsicht nach außen
43 divisions. This is really a lot, and they have scrapping the barrel, some factories here that have been upgraded,
und
and
fortgeführten
they also have a
Prozess
puppet state,
der wirtschaftlichen Zerstörung und
National Union of
der
Greece,
Demokratischen
which
Republik führte
is
zur
fascist and has some
allmählich
elections.
dauerhaft gewordenen Erscheinung von fast
And they
7
only have
Millionen
2 divisions.
Erwerbslosen, 7 Millionen
Wonder-
Kurzarbeitern,
All right
einem
here, they're
zerstörten
right here, but they
Bauernstand,
don't. They're
einem vernichteten Gewerbe
they're
und
training
einer
them.
dementsprechend auch zum Erliegen gekommenen
Right, this is the Russian territory. Let's see what they
deutschen
have.
Häfen waren nur noch
Still 160
Schiffsbrüche.
divisions.
Die finanzielle
Good.
Lage
And
des
then
Reiches
these
drohte
are the
in jedem
Italians.
Augenblick zum
They
Zusammenbruch
have
nicht nur des
702
Staates,
divisions, and here are
sondern
the
auch der
Turks,
Länder
which are
und der Gemeinden
completely.
zu führen.
They have elections and are fascist,
Das
but
Entscheidende aber war
understand this.
Folgendes.
They are completely democratic. They have 19
Hinter
divisions
dieser
already,
wirtschaftlichen,
and they
methodischen
have
Zerstörung
the
Deutschlands
policy all out of
stand das
surge.
Gespenst des asiatischen
Activated
Bolschewismus, damals genauso wie heute. Und so wie jetzt im Großen war in den Jahren vor der
48
Machtübernahme im
Hungarian
Kleinen
divisions also.
Inneren die bürgerliche Welt völlig
This is their-
unfähig, diese Entwicklung
And let's see how many
einer
divisions the
wirksamen
British now have.
Widerstand
Perhaps
entgegenzusetzen.
almost 300.
Man hatte
Interesting.
auch nach
So we're
dem
gonna have more
des Jahres 1918 immer
manpower.
noch nicht erkannt,
And Sweden are having 30 divisions, and they are having big territory right now.
dass es sich nicht
They
darum
have captured
handeln
almost
kann,
the whole Norway.
das, was sich
In
als
fact, I don't understand why they didn't capture the whole Norway, but whatever.
mit allen Mitteln zu
Norway has
stützen,
0 divisions. They're also puppet of Germany.
sondern dass es notwendig ist, das ersichtlich Gesunde an dessen Stelle zu
You see,
setzen.
what the Americans actually have.
Eine überlebte
Oh, I think they must have right now a lot of divisions.
und jeder Versuch,
126. No, actually, they have stopped here.
musste vergeblich
And the
sein.
Canadians have 36 divisions.
Nicht anders wie heute im Großen, da ebenfalls die bürgerlichen Staaten der Vernichtung geweiht sind,
Mexicans are having only 9
nur
divisions.
klar
Right.
ausgerichtete.
This is the situation of the armies right now. We have armies all over the world, and we're controlling actually the world. We have a great relationship with Brazil. There is no need that
Europas zu überdauern.
we should, just conquer it. Unfortunately,
6 Jahre des Friedens sind
I'm
uns
not
seit dem
able to invite
30. Januar
them
1933
yet to
vergönnt
access.
gewesen.
Not sure why. They think this is not good enough or big enough.
Größeres geplant worden.
So
So
this is the
vieles und
situation
so Gewaltiges,
right now.
das ist aber erst
Now, if
recht
you can
im
take a look
Leiden
at other things,
demokratischen, nicht
what can we do? We
begründeten
cannot do
Ungerechtigkeit.
anything. We cannot dismantle faction. We cannot get
Dass es
a nation
in diesen 6
out
Jahren gelang,
of the faction in order to attack it, to say the least.
den deutschen Volkskörper
Just for
wehrlos
example,
zu
these guys.
sanieren. Das heißt, ihn nicht in erster Linie
Or-
mit einer materiellen Kriegsmacht auszustatten, sondern mit dem geistigen Widerstand
Or trying to stage a coup.
Behauptung zu erfüllen.
Or something like that. So we're not able to do this.
Grauenhafte Schicksal, das sich heute im Osten abspielt und das in Dorf und Markt, auf dem Land und in den Städten die Menschen zu Zehnten, Hunderttausenden ausrottet, wird mit äußersten Anstrengungen von uns am Ende trotz aller Rückschläge und harten Prüfungen abgewehrt und gemeistert werden. Wenn das
See if we
aber
can
überhaupt
actually
möglich
annex
ist,
Spain. That
dann
would
nur,
be
weil sie seit dem Jahre
Interesting.
1933 eine innere Wende im deutschen Volk vollzogen hat.
we have next invasion, but we cannot annex them. I'm not sure how could we
Europa
annex
wäre
them.
schon längst von der innerasiatischen Sturmflut weggefegt worden. Mit jenen nie
There's no option for us
braucht man sich dabei kaum auseinanderzusetzen, die der Meinung sind, ein wehrloses Deutschland wäre infolge seiner Ohnmacht sicher nicht zum Opfer dieser jüdisch-internationalen Weltverschwörung geworden. Das heißt nichts anderes,
There are not many options for us left, diplomatically. If you're gonna take a look here,
sie ganz vom Fuchs deswegen nicht gefressen, weil sie infolge
and
ihrer
who else could we attack? So by their opinion of us,
haben kann. Und
British Burma, we cannot attack them, Philippines, we cannot attack
weil
them,
die Schafe
Iceland, we cannot attack them, Brazilians, we have a good relation with them, then there's Japan, there are these guys, we have also a good relation with them, then Hungary and other nations that we have maximum relationship with. So we cannot simply attack them. Now, if we can take a look at, could we attack British Burma maybe? No, this boosts party popularity, we don't have no elections, they are democratic, but they cannot do anything because they are controlled by Japanese, which are also democratic. Wow. and
wenn er nicht schon im Jahr
invite the faction.
1919
Actually, I cannot drop them out of the faction and attack them.
dann nur deshalb,
And they also
weil
don't
er
have the
bei
option
Preußen
to
zu
leave the
schwach und
faction.
zu
So
wenig
anyway,
gerüstet war,
this is the
sein
political
Ruf
situation right now, and this is
zu
the
beseitigen. Wurde nicht aufgegeben aus
diplomatic
Mitleid
options
mit dem
we have right now.
damaligen
This is
Polen,
we cannot do
sondern nur
anything more. We
infolge
cannot
der
attack
verlorenen
anymore. The
Schlacht
game is
bei
over.
Warschau.
I just want to make simple
Seine
review,
Absicht,
very
Ungarn zu
short review on what we have.
ist nicht unterblieben,
So,
weil man
given
sich eines anderen
the national
besonnen,
focus, we have
sondern
nothing
weil die
else to research,
bolschewistische
so that the campaign will be
militärisch nicht
complete.
aufrechterhalten
So we have
werden
nothing
konnte.
else to address or research,
Deutschland zu
something like
zertrümmern,
that, except this
wurde
one of these things
ebenfalls
here.
nicht
We actually
aufgegeben,
don't need anything,
weil man etwa den
because we're
Erfolg
producing
nicht
a lot of
wünschte,
ships, we don't
sondern
need
weil es
more
nicht
ships,
gelang,
we have
den Rest
plenty
der
of air
natürlichen
force, we don't need any more
Widerstandskraft unseres
air force.
Volkes zu beseitigen.
We have a lot of factories to build everything,
Doch
but we don't
vorwärts
need
begann
any
das Judentum,
construction.
aber nunmehr mit
We have
der
enough divisions,
planmäßigen
we
inneren
don't need to
Zersetzung
prepare
unseres
anything, we
Volkes.
don't need to,
Und es hatte
to
dabei
suppress any
fest
resistance, so
Bundesgenossen
this is useless.
in
Now, here,
verbohrten Bürgern,
regarding
die
some
nicht
other
erkennen
things,
wollten,
there's nothing
dass
else
das
to
Zeitalter
research
einer
or
bürgerlichen
do,
Welt eben
something like
beendet
that.
ist und
We're
niemals
done with this.
wiederkehren
Now,
wird.
if we can take a look
Dass
at
sich die Epoche des zügellosen wirtschaftlichen Liberalismus
research.
hat, nur
Let's
zum
see.
eigenen
So
Zusammenbruch führen
here,
kann,
regarding
dass
infantry
man
and
aber vor
something
allem
like
die
that, we're
großen
done with
Aufgaben der
everything.
Zeit nur zu meistern vermag.
There is nothing
Und seine
left.
autoritär zusammengefassten Kraft der
M44 filled uniforms,
Ausgehend vom Gesetz der gleichen Rechte aller und daraus folgend erst der gleichen Pflichten.
Panzerschreck, assault
Genauso
rifle,
wie
so
umgekehrt die Erfüllung dieser
support
gleichen
battalions,
Pflichten auch zwangsläufig zu gleichen Rechten führen muss.
nothing. Artillery,
So hat der Nationalsozialismus inmitten einer gigantischen wirtschaftlichen, sozialen und
Also
kulturellen Aufbautätigkeit
German
als auch
panzers,
erziehungsmäßig dem deutschen Volk jene Rüstung gegeben, die überhaupt erst in militärische Werte umgesetzt werden konnte. Die Widerstandskraft unserer
armored
Nation
cars,
ist seit
mortar
dem 30.
tanks,
Januar 1933
everything, I mean,
so
everything
wunderbar
has been
gewachsen,
researched.
dass sie nicht mehr
Learning the land doctrine,
Zeit
we're done a long time ago. This year, Kriegsmarine U-boat, submarines, submarine research panel, also done. They should put something more here, 44, 45. Perhaps there is nothing else. Kriegsmarine and other ships, corvettes, frigates, battleships, battle cruisers, everything. Also done with this as well.
Allein auch der Genesende und damit Überlebende
We have here naval doctrine is done.
nur in einer Krise die
German
auf das Äußerste
airplanes,
Es ist aber
airplane
deshalb
research
erst
panel,
recht unser
done
Ort
under
am
1944. They should
äußerlichen
go on with 1945 and
der
something like that.
Errettung unseres Volkes
Could
vor
do
dem
that,
grauenhaftesten
whatever.
Schicksal aller Zeiten, vor nichts
Perhaps next
zurückzuschrecken
updates,
und
gonna have more
unwandelbaren
research here
treu dem Gebot
in
der
this field.
Errettung unserer
Now we have
Nation
air
gehorchen.
doctrine here, which is also
Der
done.
Allmächtige hat unser Volk geschaffen. Indem wir
Engineering
seine
here
verteidigen wir
is
sein
done.
Werk. Diese Verteidigung mit namenlosem
Actually, I'm 1942. They should also put some new panels here, new bonuses, and industry, which was indeed extremely interesting because brought us a lot of manpower bonuses and division attrition bonuses, these type of things. Even the industry bonuses, it was a very, very large panel, but it was very interesting.
Gegenüber jenen wenigen Ehrlosen, die sich von ihrem Volkstum trennen. Es gibt deshalb in diesem Schicksalskampf
Okay,
für uns nur
so research is also done. We have nothing to do here anymore.
kann damit das Leben
That's it. We're just
seine Liebe
creating
retten.
some more divisions. We're just having some divisions. I can leave them in reserve. I don't want to use them just yet. And this division that we're creating here will also be reduced to 0 because we're not gonna need new divisions. I could, of course,
Ist seine größte Tat.
upgrade the divisions that we have, such as
Des gewaltigsten Weltdramas, die
infantry division. I mean, we
Friedensflucht
can still upgrade this one with some S's.
das deutsche Volk dieser seelischen Wiedergeburt verdankt. Es ist nicht
Division.
weniger als
Actually,
ein
wait a minute, what is this?
Tatsache der Welt.
This is assault Panzerabteilung. There is no icon here. They should work on this. This is heavy Panzerabteilung.
Sie haben früher alle gelacht, diese Juden. Sie haben das für
Another SS
einen Spaß gehalten.
artillery, anti-tank, this is all I can. Actually, many other things.
Ernst gewandt.
Wie andere Wege Leben gestaltet, ist unserem deutschen Volk gleich.
Panzerjäger, I think this is gonna be interesting.
Versuch aber von Seiten außerkontinentaler Mächte fortgesetzt, in innereuropäische Angelegenheiten und insbesondere
What we have here,
unseres eigenen Volkes einzugreifen, wird nunmehr einmal für immer abgewehrt und verhindert
light
werden.
infantry units.
Ob und in welcher Welt der amerikanische Präsident zu leben gedenkt, ist uns Deutschen gänzlich gleichgültig. Seine Meinung aber, die deutsche
So this is gonna cost us 20, which will be a lot, and it's gonna bring us an extraordinary bonus, simply because we still have a lot of infantry divisions, and if you can take a look here,
Dieser Versuch wird nur seine eigene Welt zugrunde gehen.
it's gonna be 26,000 men in this. Actually, we can still make another outbreak, actually.
So habe ich es schon an einer anderen Stelle ausgesprochen, dass der Staat, der sich dem Bolschewismus selbst am meisten verschrieben hat, ihm wahrscheinlich auch am ehesten zu
Alright, so artillery is gonna increase even furthermore on things. Gonna need even more manpower.
diese bestialische Lehre heute auf
Yeah, we're gonna use it.
und vor allem genügend
And if you're gonna take a look at this, we can of course make further upgrades like this. What I want to see is how we're doing with field uniforms. We're doing much better, but we still need a lot of them. Because I think that we're still taking a lot of attrition here in Saudi Arabia, if I'm not wrong. No, we're not taking any attrition anymore. And our troops are actually here, but attrition here is still very high, so let's take them out and let's send them right here. Or I could just send them in Kuwait. There's no one there. Let's see what our troops are doing here, perhaps. Yeah, they're not taking attrition anymore. Good, that's okay. Of course, these are not only our troops that are taking attrition. But I think we have, or we should have more, and we could also build more infrastructure. That's right, this is going to be enough. Good. Well, this is what we have. Other things that we have is nothing. We just have enough tanks, we have enough of everything. We're producing a lot of goods. If you're gonna take a look, for example, at inventory, but equipment, we have 1.1 million. This is really enough. And field uniforms gonna produce even more. This is field uniforms also. Sniper section, we still need a lot, but we're also, as you can see, we're producing a lot, and from this one is also producing a lot. So soon we're gonna have much more. It's gonna be okay. I just didn't pay attention to this, but it's no problem at all. At this stage in the game, it's not problem at all. Recruit population 34.5 million, which is also a lot. Right, this is the job, guys. So this is what it was. It was a very nice campaign. Now, if I gotta think and I'm gonna look back at it, it was really interesting, and it was much more of what actually happened in World War II. That means there was a bloody war with Russia that we managed to wipe. There were incredible number of invasion attempts here by the Allies, and we also managed to do it. Japan has fallen at one point in time, and at that point we were also at war with Russia, so it was very difficult. What made the difference, I think, is a simple fact that somehow the computer chose not to recruit a lot of divisions here with America. So the USA, which would have had a great land forces potential, to say the least, didn't actually use it at all. I mean, they had at one point like only 20 divisions or 60 divisions or something, instead of like 500 divisions. If they would have recruited, and they could have recruited like 500 divisions, and they would have invaded with them, like in many places, I wouldn't be able to deal with, and Germany would have fallen. So I think this was the problem with the computer. So the guys at Paradox that are preparing now the new patch, which I think is 1.4 or something like that, or 1.33 or 1.4 or something like that. They should take this into consideration regarding the Allies, and that would be that they should put the industry effort of the Allies of each nation, focus more on building up more divisions. Of course, it's also risky. It's always risky, also in the real life, because if you're gonna try to invade a continent, yeah, because Germany controls the whole continent, to say the least, with a lot of divisions, you risk to lose them all. This is what I thought also. So, of course, it's not a good idea to put a computer to build a lot of divisions, just like UK did, and lose them all, actually, in a lot of invasion attempts, and then you don't have any more manpower, so you cannot replace them anymore. Just exactly as happened with UK. But what happened with the United States was also not good, because we managed to invade them here, and they simply didn't have enough divisions to defend their territory. This is also pathetic, and this is what happened. So this should be some kind of compromise, to say the least, regarding the computer military build-up or military build-up of the AI. Yeah, so that being said, it was a very nice campaign. It was of course extremely difficult, first of all, to take control of the sea with air force and with ships, because the computer did a great job. I have to say, this capital, at this point, I have to say the computer did a great job and managed to keep us to do a great job here by sending a lot of ships here around Europe. So didn't give us a chance to invade, for example, British Empire and other territories. So it was pretty difficult. But one of the differences, I knew that, it was that if we were about to capture the whole Asia, and this was the whole strategy, if we were about to capture the whole Asia, then we would have enough industrial power to build an incredible fleet and an incredible air force. And this is actually what happened. And the real battle in this huge campaign was here in the English Channel and around France, in the air and on the sea. That was the decisive battle. When we managed to achieve that battle and to win that battle, then we managed to invade UK. And if UK has fallen, then America has slowly fallen, and the whole of America, and then the game is over. This is that was the secret of this game. I think that the first half of the campaign was so that we were just isolated here in Europe, and we were only able to wage wars only in Europe, Asia, and Africa. But we had absolutely no chance of sending any ships. No convoy was able to go out of Europe. No convoy belonging to Axis was able to go out of Europe, because the Allies have completely controlled the seas all over the world, I have to say. All over the world map. So that was the turning point of this campaign, when we focused our industry on building a lot of ships and especially a lot of airplanes. So if you're going to take a look here, for example, you're going to see that we're having like 1,200 naval bombers, which is absolutely insane. Now take a look at the number of airplanes that bombarded England, southern England. There were also a lot, including these strategic bombers. You can take a look at these heavy bombers, which are, I'm not sure, I think this here. So yeah, this was the secret. It was very difficult, of course, but we managed to make it, because it was inevitable. I mean, if you can control the whole Asia, and the whole Europe, and the whole Asia and Africa, then this is insane. This is a lot. And there was somehow a very luckily civil war in Japan, and Japan somehow turned its policies against the Allies and entered our faction, which was also very lucky. Then we managed to capture Asia and so on, so it was really great. We had also some help from Brazil, which was also at war with Soviet Union, that supplied our allies with Lend-Lease Acts, industrial capacity, and military equipment, and also sent some volunteers. It was also important. Yes, so that was it. It was a very nice campaign, very interesting. Research tree was also interesting, and national focus tree was also interesting enough, I would say, although I still find it poor in a mod such as Blake ICs, which is extremely complex mod and has a huge amount of new information and add-ons, to say the least, in the game. I was expected to have, a bigger research tree and so on, which ended like in 1955 or something like that, and national focus ended in like, I think 1950 or 1945 or something like that. So they could just work more on these fields. I think it would be even more interesting. Although I cannot have many complaints. I mean, for example, regarding tanks here, with Germany, you can recruit so many type of tanks and of armored vehicles. It's just insane. So at this capital, at this point, they did an absolutely extremely great job, and I think that all of them are accurately, historically accurate. Although I don't know exactly, but I just think they are. Yeah, so they did a great job. Now, regarding bonuses of construction and of production, they also did a great job, because think of how many bonuses you have. So you just there is such a variety of equipment that you can produce. You actually don't have any limit to this. You can produce all of them, and later in the game, when you conquer and when you build, you can really build a huge empire. So at this point, you just have the feeling that you can, after you conquer lands and after you expand, you just have the feeling that you progress somehow on all fields of industry and economy, to say it. So this is just a great job they did. I also think the guys that are making this mod, Black IC, should address a little bit the variety of the ships that you can build, that you can build, because there is no such a huge variety of ships. Of course, you can upgrade each model, but they're not different models, because they should create more type of submarines, more type of aircraft carriers, more type of battleships that Germany could potentially have, not exactly did have, of course, but could have if they would have formed, for example, war with the USSR. They would have, of course, a much bigger industrial capacity and naval capacity, of course. So they should take this, I think, into consideration. Otherwise, all in all, it was a very interesting campaign. There's also a huge variety of generals and everything, and it's just great. Now, I think also for a message for Paradox is that they should put up some more diplomatic or diplomacy options here, such as dismantle a faction, such as dropping a nation out of your faction and then possibly attack it, or terminate puppet state agreement with another nation, just some type of things like that, or wage a civil war in a puppet nation. Because I know this sounds a bit absurd to do so, but you should do so if you want to do so. You should have the possibility, you should have the option. So I think the more diplomatic options from Paradox, I think, would be just great if they would do this with the next patch. So that being said, thank you very much for watching. It was a wonderful campaign. I'm gonna do next let's play at Rome Barbarian Invasion Part 1. So Rome 1 Total War Barbarian Invasion. So thank you very much for watching. It was a nice campaign. If you have your thoughts, then just leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. And until next campaign, bye bye and take care. Ciao.